श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So yesterday we saw the proof that there is such an idea presented in Shruti and Smriti. Now he is continuing with the shloka. Atra cha Ganga Taranga Nudyamana Uttunga Tattira Tiryag Nipatita or Nipatita Mardhonmulitam Marutena Mahantam Ashpatham Upamanikrutya Jivantam Iyam Rupaka Kalpana iti Drashtavyam. Beautiful. Atracha. Okay, Atracha from here. Unmulitam marutena mahantam ashwatham upamanikritya jivantamiyam rupakalpana iti drashtavyam. That is what we need to understand. That's all. Okay. Here, atracha, here. Marutena unmulitam. Marutena. Unmulitam means uprooted. Uprooted by what? Marutena, by the wind. Mahantam ashwatham. What is uprooted? Mahantam ashwatham, a huge banyan tree. Upamani krutya, having that as an example, Jivantam iyam rupaka kalpanaiti. We are explaining this samsara. This is called rupaka kalpana. Yesterday I explained rupaka. What is rupaka alankara? When we know very clearly that they are definitely different from each other, there cannot be any similarity possible. There cannot be any oneness possible. Exemplified state possible. Still we associate them both and bring a beautiful way. Now, I skipped a portion of this commentary. That is just to show his mastery over Sanskrit grammar and the poetic language. Ganga Taranga. See, where have you seen this kind of example? So he is giving you Ganga Taranga. Ganga, Ganges. Taranga, its waves. Nudyamana, beating. The waves are beating. Beating what? Nudyamana. Uttunga Tirna. Beating the Tira. Beating the banks. Tiryag Nipatita. And because of that, the tree has the waves have eroded the bank, and because of that the tree is fallen down. Okay, it has fallen down. Now that tree nipatita mardha unmulitam, now that is uprooted completely and kept upside down by what? Marutena, by the wind, powerful gusty wind. We see this kind of example previously. Maybe we don't know, but because of this climatic changes everywhere we see this kind of examples. So that is why he says tena na urdhvamulam urdhvamulatva adhashakatvadi anupatti. Therefore, since it is very clearly visible, we have seen it, we cannot say how can that be possible, how can the root be up and the branches be below. It is possible. In Rishikesh, the winds are good, very very strong winds, but in Rishikesh the winds are like very gusty winds. We can see the lamp post twisted in awkward shapes. So that is why he says yasya but still, okay, I know you have some doubts still. So he says yasya maya mayasya ashwathasya. So don't have any doubt, because we are not talking about a real banyan tree. We are talking about maya mayasya ashwathasya, a banyan tree which is illusory. Maya, what is Maya? Aghatana ghatiya patiyasi Maya. Aghatana gatiya patiyasi, that which is capable of doing things which are incapable by anything else. That is the greatness of Maya. So chandamsi, for that Maya, mayasya ashwatasya, for that ashwata tree, chandamsi, chandas means vedas, veda. So he is bringing that. Why chandamsi he is saying? Chadanat tattvastu pravarnat samsara vriksha rakshanadva karma kandani. See, the karmas, when you perform karmas, what does it do? It hides your real nature. Your real nature is akarma. Your real nature is not associated with any karma, any action. So he says, since it is a chadana means to cover, since it reveals your real nature, or samsara vrishnadva, pravarnat samsara vrishnat, or it protects the samsara vriksha rakshanadva, it protects the samsara tree, the karma kandas. How? You do more karma, you become more entangled, therefore you are in the samsara, you are never getting out of the samsara. Therefore he says, what kind of karmas are you talking about? Rig sama lakshanani. The Rig Veda, Yajur Veda and Sam Veda, in fact Antar Veda also included in that, the karmas prescribed there, parnani va parnani, they are as though leaves, they are not real leaves. The Vedas are as though leaves. What is the similarity between the example and the exemplified? So for that he says, yatha vrikshasya parirakshanaarthani parnani bhavanti, tatha samsara vrikshasya parirakshanaarthani karmakandani. So now we know, because of the science, etc., we know that the tree is not just sustained by water, but it is also sustained by the leaves. Because through the leaves, the chlorophyll, etc., takes place, and then the tree gets the energy. So he says, like vrikshasya parirakshanaarthani, for the tree to be protected, parnani bhavanti, the leaves are there. We are not talking about today's science. This is the Shastra, the science of Shastra. Many things, that is why I don't indulge in explaining it scientifically. I don't believe in that, because Shastra has gone beyond this possibility. Yes, no, this, oh, it was like that earlier. No, not now. So many theories. That is why I don't believe in that. I love science, but I don't prescribe to that here in Shastras. It has its state in the world, not here. So, parnani bhavanti. So, the leaves are the protectors of the tree. Therefore, tatha, like it is, similarly, samsara vrikshasya parirakshanaarthani karmakandani, to protect the tree of samsara, these karmakandas are useful. How? Dharma tad hetu phala prakashanarthatva tesham. Because through those karmas, through those Vedas, what we understand is what is right and what is wrong, what is good karma and what is bad karma, what is dharma and what is adharma, what is punya and what is papa. All these ideas we gain. Therefore, and the results thereof. So, therefore, Vedas are like the guard or the protector for the samsara tree. Yahatam yatha vyakyatam samulam samsara vriksham mayamaya ashwatham veda janati. One who understands this illusory tree of samsara, sa vedavit, he is referred to as vedavit, the knower of Veda. How? Karma brahmakya vedartha vit sa eva ityartha. He knows what the karma is and what the Brahman is. Both he knows, because Vedas are basically the only means for understanding what the world is and what are the self is. Samsara vrikshasya hi moolam brahma hiranyagarbhadayascha jivaha shakha sthaniyah. The root of this samsara is definitely the Brahman, and the hiranyagarbha, etc., are the branches, the trunk and branches of that samsara tree. Such a samsara vrikshaha swarupena vinashwaraha pravaha rupena cha anantah. And in reality, that samsara tree is something which cannot be destroyed, because it is a unending. Because of the flow, there is a continuous flow. There is never a state that there is less number of jivas here. It is always replaced with something or other. There may be more deaths of human beings, corona, but suddenly everywhere you see there are so many rodents, so many snakes, so many other beings, like so they are always refilled with something else. So he says cha ananta sacha vedoktahi karmabhi sityate brahmajnanena cha chidyate iti etavaneva cha hi vedartha. So through the karmas of the Vedas he waters that tree, and through the knowledge of the Vedas he cuts asunder the tree. Therefore that is the meaning of Veda, that is the essence of Veda. Yascha vedarthavit sa eva sarvarthaviditi samoola vrikshajnanam stauti sa vedaviditi. So one who understands this is the one who understands this meaning of Veda is the one who understands everything. So with this he extols the 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 tree, illusory tree of samsara, along with its substratum base, Vedavititi. तस्यैव संसारवृक्षस्य अवयव सम्बन्धिपराः कल्पना अपराकल्पना उच्यते. So that for that very same samsara tree there are some other limbs also. So regarding that another imagination is what is presented here. अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा, अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृताः तस्य शाखा, अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा, अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा, अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा, गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः, गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः, गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः, अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा, गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः, अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा, गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः, अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि, अधश्च मूलानि अनुसन्ततानि, अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि, अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि, कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके, कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके, कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके, अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि, कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके, अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि, कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. Chant along with me. अधश्च ऊर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखा, गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः, अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि, कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. Adhascha urdhvam prasthas shakha. Its branches are have sprung in different directions. Adhascha urdhvam cha, below, above, every directions. Okay. Guna pravirdha vishay pravala, and they are energized by, they grow because of the gunas, sattva rajas tamo gunas. And vishay pravala, they are energized through the vishayas, the sense objects. Adhascha moolani anusantatani. Adhascha moolani, the root is below. We have to understand that they are intertwined in everything. Karma anubandhini manushya, and they are dependent upon the karma. Through the karmas they bind us in this world of mortals. Purvam hiranyagarbhadayah karyopadayah jivaha. Purvam, the Hiranyagarbha, etc. are explained. What is Hiranyagarbha? Karya Upadayah Jivaha. Remember that. Karya Upadayah Jivaha. We have two kinds of explanation. One is Karna Upadhi, the other is Karya Upadhi. In Vedanta Paribhasha, it is very clearly said. Karna Upadhi Ishvaraha, Karya Upadhi Jivaha. Okay? Karna Upadhi is Ishvara and Karya Upadhi is Jiva. So that is what he is talking about. But here, Drishti Srishti Vada, there is no Karna Upadhi. Everything is Karya. Hiranyagarbha, the firstborn, we call Brahmaji, the creator. He is also another Jiva. Right from Brahmaji till a small insect, everything is Jiva here. So, Shaka Sthaniyattvena Uktaha. These Jivas are referred to as the branches. Okay? Idanim tu tad gato vishesha uchyate. We already explained about that. Now there is a special explanation to that very Jivas. Teshu ye kapuya charanaha dushkritinaha. Te adaha pashvadi yonishu prasartaha vistaram gataha. ये तो रमणीय चरणाः सुकृतिनः त ऊर्ध्वं देवादि योनिषु प्रसृताः. So we know there are two kinds of people. One is kapuya charana and ramaniya charana. Kapuya charana means people who do bad deeds. Ramaniya charana means people who do good deeds. So people who do act of papa, what happens to them? Te adaha pashvadi yonishu prasartaha vistaram gataha. They are born in the birth of a pashu, etc., cattle, etc. Okay. Ye to ramaniya charanaha, but the others who have good karma, sukritinha, who perform good karmas, they urdhvam devadi yonishu prasartaha. They go up to the world of heaven, and where they are born as deities, etc. So, see, we have to understand. See, in the Western philosophy and religions, they have a system which is you are born once and that is over. Oh, that's all. You believe or you don't believe. According to that, you are going to heaven or hell. But in Hindu Dharma, in our Sanatana Dharma, we don't accept that. Many people here also ask the same stupid question. Why? Why did Ishvara create me in this situation? Ishvara didn't create you. You created yourself. Ishvara just aided your creation. That's all. How did I do? Because of the past Janma. But in the first ever birth, that there is no first ever birth in Shastra. Because this creation, as we see, this solar system may be new. But there are so many other solar systems. Even science accepts that. So you were born in another solar system, you are transferred to this solar system. That's all. That is the only thing which we have to understand. So there is no first ever birth of a human being. There's no, that stupid question cannot arise here. Okay. So ataha, therefore, adascha manushyatvad arabhya virinchi paryantam urdhvam cha. Right from human being till the virinchi. Virinchi means Brahmaji. हरिहरादिभिर अपि विरंची. हरिहर आदिभिर अपि विरंची. हरि विष्णु, हर शिवा, विरिंची ब्रह्माजी. All these three people, pranatum stotum kathamakartah punyah prabhavati. That is the first shloka of Saundarya Lahari. So he says, manushyatvad arabhya virinchi paryantam urdhvam cha. Tasmad eva arabhya. They all spring from that tree. Satya loka paryantam prasartaha. From that till the Satya loka is the highest of the heavens. Prasartaha. Tasya samsara vrikshasya shaka. The branches of the samsara tree. So the branch of samsara tree, on one side you have the heaven until Satya loka. On the other side you have, on this middle you have human beings. On the other side you have hell, which goes to Atala, Patala, Vitala, Lasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, etc. Okay, so that Mahatala is the final there. Shakaha. Kidrishyaha taha gunaihi sattvaraj. How, what kind of are they? Gunaihi. Gunaihi means sattvaraj tamobihi dehendriya vishayakara parinataihi. The sattva, rajas and tamas which have transformed themselves into the sense organs, body, sense organ, and objects. How? See, the same object we see as beautiful. Some people, many of them see as ugly. Some other people, what they see as ugly is what is seen as beautiful for us. It is all because of our own samskaras, thought imprints. So, we have to accept that is another bigger problem which people have. We don't see, accept this. It is all because of the karmas. It is all because of the gunas. We don't see that. We don't accept that. Why people are like that? Why people are like this? We always keep complaining about other people. There is no point in complaining about other people, because that complaint which you have is also because of the sattva rajas tamo guna. The complaint itself springs from the gunas. So there is no possibility of this kind of complaints. There is no need for this kind of complaints. So he says, Taihi jala sechanaihi iva pravruddhaha stuli bhutaha. Through this sattva rajas tamo gunaha, like they are like watering the tree. So it becomes even more strong. Kincha, not just that. There is other thing. Vishayaha, the sound, etc. Shabdadaya, the sound, etc. sense objects. Pravalaha, pallavaha, iva. They are like the sub shoots of the branches. Yasam samsara vrishasya shakhanam. For the tree of the branches of the tree of samsara, taha tatha shakagra स्थानीयाभिः इंद्रिय प्रवृत्तिभिः. Those which are the tip of the tree, meaning the sense organs, in the sense of the functionality of the sense organs, sambandha, because of the function association with the some functionalities of the sense organs, adhishtanatvacha ragadi adhishtanatvat. They are like the tips of the branches, because they are associated with the sense organs, and because they are associated with the desire, etc. Kincha, not just that. Adascha, cha shabdat urdhvam cha. So adascha means cha. When you say and means and what? So and above, not just below, above too. What happens? Moolani. It has its roots. Avantarani. But what kind of roots? See, there are two types of roots. One is the main root, the other is the subsidiary roots. We are talking about the subsidiary roots. in this bonsai tree, what they do is they cut the main root. They let the other roots alive, for the tree to be alive. They cut only the main root. But again, what happens? The tree is also very intelligent. It converts one more secondary tertiary root into the main root. They have to trim that again and again. It's a very tiresome process. People love it. People who have enough money and who don't have any job, they love it. Dharma pravritti karakani. So what are they? No. Adascha mulani, avantrani, tad bhoga janita raga dveshadi vasana lakshanani mulani iva. So because of it, these secondary roots are supportive, because we have the thought imprints, and based on the thought imprints we are propelled towards something and taken away from something else. We have the desire and hatred, etc. And because of those thought imprints of desire and hatred, this becomes the root cause. Therefore, they are accepted as the roots. Dharma pravritti karakani, because they are the cause for this thought imprint is the cause for involving in good and bad deeds. Tasya samsara vrishasya anusantatani anusyutani. So these roots are always intertwined, associated with the samsara tree. Mukhyam tu moolam brahmaiveti na dosha. See, these are the tertiary roots, the secondary roots. The main root is Brahman. There is no confusion about that. Kidrushani avantara moolani. So what kind of secondary roots are you talking about? Karma, dharma lakshanam anubandham. पश्चात् जनयितुं शीलं कर्मानुबन्धीनि कर्म अनुबन्धीनि karma we know karma that which is of the good bad deeds etc virtuous vice etc karmas punya papa karmas anubandhini means annex annex means after something is completed it starts any annex is begin after completing of something else. So he says after you die it has the potency to make you reborn. That kind of karma esham tani karmanubandhini. Therefore the karmas are bondage that binds us to the world of samsara. Kutra, where does it bind me? Manushya in this very world, mortal world. Manushyaschasau lokascha iti adhikritah brahmanadi vishishto deha. Manushya, human and this world. It binds you to the human beings and this world in the body of a Brahmin, etc. Manushya lokaha tasmin bahulyena karmanubandhini. Because in the world of mortals, only in the world of mortals, the association with the karmas, the binding with the karmas are there. Binding with the karmas means the results of the karmas are enjoyed everywhere. But application and association with the karmas are only in the world of mortals. In the heaven or in the hell, you go there only to experience your past karmas. But here in this world, as a human being, you can create new karmas. You can associate yourself with new karmas also. So, manushyanam hi karmadhikarah prasiddhah. Manushadhikaratvat shastrasya. In Brahma Sutra, very clearly it is defined. Human beings are the only people who are eligible for the Shastra. Like in Shastra, we say this when somebody eats something and gives you it through the same spoon, that is a impure. So if you eat that, then there is papa etc associated with that. That's a different story. Now that should not be eaten, right? So when somebody's saliva is associated with some food, that should not be eaten. Now whatever wastage you are giving it to dog or some other insect or something else, some other being, now then you are feeding your own saliva mixed impure food, right? They don't come under the purview of Shastra, therefore there is nothing wrong there. Yastu ayam samsara vriksha varnitah. Again, next shloka he says, this samsara tree which is explained here, what about it? He says, na rupam asya iha tatha upalabhyate, na rupam asyeha tathopalabhyate, na rupam asyeha tathopalabhyate, na rupam asyeha tathopalabhyate, नान्तो न चादिर्न च संप्रतिष्ठा, नान्तो न चादिर्न च संप्रतिष्ठा, नान्तो न चादिर्न च संप्रतिष्ठा, अश्वत्थम एनं सुविरूढमूलम्, अश्वत्थम एनं सुविरूढमूलम्. Okay, one more. न च न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते, न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते, नान्तो न चादिर्न च संप्रतिष्ठा, न रूपम अस्येह तथोपलभ्यते, नान्तो न चादिर्न च संप्रतिष्ठा. Next line. अश्वत्थम एनं सुविरूढमूलम्, अश्वत्थम एनं सुविरूढमूलम्, अश्वत्थम एनं सुविरूढमूलम्, असंगशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा, असंगशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा, असंगशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा, अश्वत्थम एनं सुविरूढमूलम्, असंगशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा, अश्वत्थम एनं सुविरूढमूलम्, असंगशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा. Okay. Again. Full shloka, chant with me. Na rupam asyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha ashwatham enam suvirudhamulam asangashastrena dridhena chitva na rupam asya iha tatha upalabhyate. Okay. Samsara tree. Where is this tree? You have similar tree. Yes, examples are there, but where is this exemplified? Na rupam asya tatha upalabhyate. That kind of form is not available here. It's not perceivable here. Why? Na antaha, na cha adihi, na cha sampradishta. You cannot see the beginning. There is no end. There is no middle portion also for the samsara tree. Of what? Ashwatham enam suvirudha moolam. This ashwatha, the samsara tree, suvirudha, it has strongly established itself because of our karmas. It has strongly, ignorance, it has strongly established itself. Asanga shastra, through the weapon, shastra, through the weapon of asanga, vairagya, not detached, through the weapon of detachment, dridena chitva, we have to cut it asunder very clearly, uproot it. इह संसारे स्थितैः प्राणिभिः संसारवृक्षस्य यथा वर्णितम् ऊर्ध्वमूलत्वादि तथा तेन प्रकारेण रूपं न उपलभ्यते. In this samsara tree, which is explained as in the previous shloka, in the previous shlokas, that kind of samsara tree is not perceivable for the pranis, for the jivas, like a urdhvamulam adashakam in that form. Why? Swapna, Marichyudaka, Maya, Gandharvanagara, Vat Mrishatvena. Because it is illusory, like the dream objects, like the dream. Marichyudaka, like the mirage water. Maya, like the magician's magic. Gandharvanagara, like the castle in the sky. The castle in the sky. This is a very beautiful example. What we used to understand it is sometimes the cloud themselves form different kinds of give different kinds of forms. That is not what is said. That is also what is said, but that is not just alone what is said. See, because of the in foggy period, because of the water in that fog, the objects which are far behind that are superimposed and that are seen in the clouds. So, like that, they have a specific name for this. So, like that, here also, Mrishatvena, it is illusory. Drishtanashta surupatva tasya. Drishtanashta, the place where you see that, in that very place, it becomes a non-existent. The very place where you perceive, in that very place, it is non-existent. Ata eva tasya anto avasanam na upalabhyate. For this very reason, its end cannot be understood. It cannot be grasped. Etavata kalena samaptim gamishyati iti aparyantatvat. Why? You cannot conclude that the samsara is going to be finished by me within this period. You cannot decide like that. The samsara will be destroyed in this period. No. Nacha asya adir upalabhyate. There is no beginning for that. As I said, there is no beginning for that. Why? Ita arabhya pravritta iti anaditva. You cannot even say that it started from this creation when the toads became human beings, or the fish became human being. All these stupid ideas, Darwinian theory cannot function here, because see, we have established so many things which the science is catching up. So that is why I refrain from explaining scientifically things in Shastra. I don't bring in science in Shastra, because science has much more to catch up. Let it be there. I love science. Let it be there in the realm of world. It is, let it be there. But Shastra is so advanced. So he says, you cannot even predict that it came this whole when the first human being, we are not talking about the first person who landed on the moon, etc. No. Even when we say Neil Armstrong, people will start raising question. There are enough people who have these kind of ideas. They say no, that is shot in a set. So you cannot prove or disprove. Neil Armstrong cannot take you to that place where he landed. It is impossible. So, think as Ita Arabhya Pravritti. You cannot say it began here because this solar system, as we see, as we accept, it's not the only system. There are many more solar systems here. So, nacha sampratishtha. You cannot also establish, oh, I cannot understand the beginning or the end. Fine, but I can understand the existence, right? So he says, no, that also is not possible. Why? Madhyam asya upalabhyate. The madhyam asya upalabhyate. The middle portion also cannot be understood. Why? For that he says, Adyanta pratiyogitva tasya. Because if you want to say middle, then you have to accept a beginning and the end. The middle is dependent upon beginning and end. If the beginning and end cannot be established, how can the middle be established? That is why we say, Adyantau yannasti madhyepi tattatha. Adi antau yannasti. In the beginning and in the end, that which did not have any existence, in the middle also it is same. It does not have existence. That's the idea. Yasmad evam bhuto ayam samsara vrikshah duruchchedah sarvanarthakarascha tasmad. Since this samsara vriksha is this kind of duruchcheda, it is very difficult to, because you don't know the opponent. How, without knowing the opponent, without understanding the opponent, how can you destroy him? Let it be there then. No, you cannot leave it as it is also. Why? Sarva anarthakarascha, because it is cause for all the troubles. Therefore, tasmad anadi ajnanena suviruda moolam atyanta baddha moolam praguktam ashwatham enam. This ashwatha tree, this tree of samsara, which has rooted very strongly, which has gained very clear establishment because of our ignorance, ajnanena suviruda moolam. It has established itself very clearly, strongly. This tree, samsara, tree of samsara, what you have to do? Asanga shastrena. Asanga shastrena means asanga. First, we have to understand what sanga is. Sanga means association. Sangaha spruha, desire. Asangaha sanga virodhi. Sanga is desire. Asanga means not hatred. Contrary to sanga, that which is not opposite to sanga, that which is contrary to sanga, association, means vairagyam, detachment. If sanga is attachment, asanga is not averse, it is detachment. So, putra vitta lokeshana tyaga rupam, giving up the attachment to the son, the wealth, or the name and fame in the world. People will be ready to give up the family, wife, husband, son, daughter, etc., but not the wealth or the name and fame. Even the wealth, but not the name and fame. So you have to give up everything. Tadeva shastram. That is the shastra. That is the weapon. That detachment is the weapon. Ragadvesha samsara virodhitva. Because that weapon is the opponent to your desire, hatred, etc., which is samsara. Tena asanga shastrena. With that detachment as the weapon, dridena, paramatma jnana outsukhya dridhikrutena. With the strength gained by the establishment in the absolute self, punaha viveka abhyasa nishitena. Practicing this Viveka again and again, meaning always being careful, never become careless. With that kind of carefulness, chitva, we have to destroy it, fell it, cut it. Samola mudhrutya, fell it, cut it means, see, if you cut a tree and leave it like that, the branches will spring out from different directions. See, in Nerur Sadashiv Brahmendra Samadhi, on the Samadhi there is a Bilva tree. Okay, this tree, once a lightning fell on the tree and it completely burnt. Now, after so many years, it starts spreading out. It's branching out. Even after it getting burnt completely, it is branching out after so many years. So never think that you have destroyed it until and unless it is completely destroyed. That is why he says samola mudhrutya. Destroying means not just cutting or felling or burning it. Samola mudhrutya. You have to uproot it. Vairagya shamatavadi sampatya sarvakarma sannyasam. With what? With the basic prerequisites. Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadishakka Sampatti, Mukshutva. Meaning sannyasa. Sarvakarma sannyasa. Because Vairagya, you cannot have detachment without that attitude of sannyasa. Without that detachment, that Vairagya, that complete detachment, without that complete dispassion, you cannot have a Viveka. So that is why he says Sarva Karma Sannyasa. Here it is not physical sannyasa, but mental sannyasa. First, we have to be ready for that detachment. That is important. Whether you wear whatever cloth is not the point. But the point is what is the attachment to it. That is why he says Krutva iti etat. We'll see. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.